Hey friends, I just wanted to take the time to say thank you for all the support you've been showing me. This has actually been a ton of fun. Exos Heroes has been like everything I wanted Raid to be and so much more. It's like the best gacha I've played. If you have other gachas though that you think is better than this, please let me know. But please be sure to check out my Twitch. You can see here the details. I really hope to see you guys there. More so than growing a YouTube community, I hope to grow a Twitch community as well, because I don't want you guys to be a number. Like, I really, truly don't. Like, I'm thankful that you guys are potentially subbing. Like and subscribe if you're not. But, like, for real, I want to know your name. I want to know who you are. And I want to get closer to you. Like, I want you guys to be people. I don't want you to be a number. So, come join me here. Look forward to seeing you. Let's get into this.
It nice and cold.
Can't ruin my vacation. Haven't had one in a long time.
There's a pretty cool theme in it. Yeah, I'm really excited that they added Valentina. I'm a really big fan of Valentina. I just think that she's really bad in the current meta.
The vacation is
that was an intentional close-up.
Vacation starts now.
Wait, they didn't say Yao there? Okay, there they say Yao. She's so much smaller than I thought she was.
The sky from the resort feels more special.
Glenn! We were all wrong. Then Iris, this one is mandatory to get, I think. Dude, this song's funky. That was plenty cool. I was pretty excited about that. They didn't show anything specific. Still the same. I think Yao might be the unexpected OP unit, since her attack buffs will greatly benefit the other summer units if they all have the same passive Scarlet has. Well, Wise Warrior, she's supposed to be blue, so she's primarily dedicated towards PvE, I guess, since that's what they want to do with the blues. So it's like she's already pretty useful in PvP. Like, she's secret OP in PvP, so she could be more useful, and since she's blue, she'll give everybody within that line a buff. So I'm more interested in their FC effects. Seems like a new meta is brewing already, and with their effects being different, there's a lot to unpack here. Yeah, like, I haven't looked at the specifics yet. We'll get there. Valentina has my favorite outfit of the new summer units. I just wish her skills were better. Yeah, they might change her skills a bit, but if we have some ability to stop like the Wrath procs, or even absorb the Wrath procs, then Valentina might slip into the meta, because she's has a super high crit rate, and she has like a 7-turn dot. Like, she's pretty strong. I was so surprised that that was Glenn. Me too. I thought it was either Gutter or Schmidt. See, same weapons and animation. Maybe the gold will differ the most. Yeah, it better. Iris definitely needs a new animation for her skill 3. Her skill 2 is pretty cool looking, but her skill 3 looks terrible. Everything here is different, and people here like nothing new. Yeah, I agree. Like, at least all the assets that they made look pretty cool. Even like the background and stuff like the beach and things like that. It's all pretty cool. So, and since we already know that like we're getting a new raid boss that's literally a rubber duck, if it's like in that background, that'd be pretty fun. The same animations I was referring to was from the live stream. Can you link me to that? We'll watch that too. Let's watch this Brun season 2 intro. So if this is season 2 and we know they have through 4 planned, that's pretty hype. Are they gonna give us a comic strip for this game? Oh, I forgot he was the trainer of Xeon. Dude, these drawings are so good. As long as they're colored correctly, I would totally be into a comic that looked like this, or a manga, or a manhwa. I guess it would be a manhwa. Post snap. They built like a whole world. This is the most hardcore graphics we've seen in this game so far. MMORPG coming out? PogChamp? The North Wind, Chapter 11. That was pretty cool, guys. There's not much to unpack there, but that was pretty exciting. Live stream is long and full of filler. Will be lots you want to skip. Okay, we can skip through it. The summer units may not mesh well with the Dragon FC. Their immunity may not allow the Dragon scale to proc. That would be good. Base, like if we can dodge out their first. Yeah, if we can just stall the procs on those to where we can burst them, that'd be really good. Hello, Chapter 11 out? I don't think so, no. Lab's out too? There's a lab? No, I don't see a lab in the game yet. I guess you can't see the screen I'm looking at because I have the second version up. Here's the link. I set it to start right when the skills begin showing. Okay.
Scarlet の水着が明日から実装されますので、そのスカーレットのムービーがスキルムービーが届いておりますので、こちらを
Look at this guy's outline. He's like glowing. I mean, they look cool to me. If they just change her background, that's enough of an animation change for me. That's super cool. What are people complaining about? That looks awesome. See that rubber duck in the background? That's the raid boss we'll get to fight. Or at least that's what's expected. Can I get rid of this here? Oh, I can. Oh, Iris changed clothes there. No, that looked like still her same 3. No! Change that animation! I hate that A3. Okay, here's Bernadette. So they didn't even change Bernadette's background on that one? I guess they did. She's sitting in a chair there, but I think that might... I don't know if that's part of the game or not. That's all the new content? What is this? We don't talk about Mahar here. Yeah, I actually like Mahar. He's just like outclassed. All right, looks like a bunch of talking. What's back here? This just looks like PvP. What is this? Anything worth looking at here? Gives your Fracken a passive where he has infinite damage immunity that can't be removed. Nice. Nice. Woo. This just looks like PvP. Still looks like PvP. Are we getting something new here? She lost to a team on live stream? That's hilarious. Has she just never played the game before? Just make his animation crash his opponent's phone and emulators. He'll be god tier? That sounds familiar. Wait. Nothing new except how not to play. Yeah, that sounds about right. They're doing some pools, I guess. I don't know Japanese. Here's the Brun intro. What's this? Dude, their outlines are hilarious. It's like they're not in front of a green screen, they're in front of like an orange screen. Okay, so that's just a picture. Is this something new? Wait, guys. That song is Puzzles and Dragons. Right? Is there a Puzzles and Dragons collaboration coming? Or is this Grand Summoners? I forget which game it is. Midnight would know. What game is this, Midnight? Why is Puzzles and Dragon the end song here? What the heck? There's no way they own the rights to this. Is Puzzles and Dragons owned by Line 2? But Puzzles and Dragons is huge in Japan. It's not like they could get away with that. That would be like if League of Legends just started playing Dota's music. Line Games. Okay, this is not what I thought it was. Here's a Korean website. Let's go to the Korean one. Oh, okay, here we go. Exos, Royal Crown, Ross, lineup. I don't see any Puzzles and Dragons here. At one point I could read Korean, but it's been like a year and a half, so I really don't remember any of the alphabet. All right, let's go see what they put on Facebook. Promotion video, Fate Core, Hotter Than the Sun, Scarlet. Okay. This Scarlet from a parallel world is enjoying her summer vacation. Why can't she just be from the existing world? Why does the existing Scarlet not go on vacation? That's pretty sad. As antisocial as she's been, she could no longer keep ignoring Bernadette. Why not? What's the backstory there? Thus, Scarlet decided to spend some quality time with her arch-nemesis. We need some more story there. I would love to see a lot of animations of Bernadette and Scarlet fighting. You'd get a lot of views on that one. She wanted to create a memory she could cherish, even if it had to return home one day. Hotter Than the Sun, Scarlet. Okay. Exclusive weapon. That doesn't, that's an umbrella. That's not a beach ball, that's an umbrella. In the existing world, swimsuits haven't been invented yet. I mean, like, why does it have to be a parallel world? Normal Scarlet can't swim, confirmed. For real though. But this is an umbrella, this isn't a beach ball. Maybe they can replace Coliseum mode with puzzles and dragon mode. Dude, I'd be so down for that. You know how great that would be? Let's just like merge the game. Lines answer to everything, multiverse theory, but it just, is there not beaches in this game? Mana utilization's the same. $200 damage against Monomo. She already has that, right? Ice Shower. If the caster has a removable buff, okay, recovery, positive effects applied, each valid attack imbues Frosty Bolt on target for 3 turns. Okay, so this Frosty Bolt, all actions are disabled while the effect lasts. If the caster has a removable buff, recovery, positive effects applied. Okay, so like seriously? Each valid attack imbues Frosty Bolt on targets for 3 turns. So she does AoE damage. So if this is applying all actions disabled while this effect lasts, then if you did like Yao, right? You like Yao buffed your team. Then she can just make the entire enemy team do nothing for 3 turns. That's pretty good. Summer Blessing special. When the battle starts, grant frost damage immunity. See, that's the first part you guys forgot to tell me. You just said frost immunity. So that's how I got it confused with freeze immunity. To all allies, can't be stacked. 1 time, okay. The can't be stacked skill tooltip is not displayed in the in-game. It will be added as soon as possible. Well, I mean, it's coming out tomorrow. How long does it take you to add that? Buff. Increase the target's attack by 50% for 9 turns when frost damage immunity effect is removed. And Scarlet's already really slow. So she basically will get 50% attack on her, I guess, just auto attack. So this is normal. This is normal. It's black fake core. $19, that's good. They didn't change that. Okay. Hey, congrats on 12 Graves S, man. Yeah, turns are each unit. So Scarlet 1, 2, 3 normal. Yeah, but like still. So Scarlet's likely gonna go last in your team comp, and I'm like, because she's super slow. I don't know if she's the slowest in game, but I remember looking at it and thinking she was really slow. So that's actually better than if she was fast, because if she goes at the end of your rotation, she's stopping your opponents potentially, like someone like their Baraka, if they're like anti-buffed, from going next. So that's pretty huge if you can stop Baraka turn 2, right? Her second still gets a damage buff from 285 to 367, I think. I thought she was at 350 already on her A3. Because I thought she had the same... I thought she was like the same as Maggie. It's 357, it says 67. Not much, but good start on the summer units. Her frost immune can stop frost burst from Bath, I think, if you can build the team right. Sure, but like it's just 1 attack, so it's if their Anna or Bathory just auto attacks you, that breaks it as well, and then you have to wait till the next turnaround. So I mean, it could be pretty. Oh, I didn't want to go to the city. I'm trying to get to the journal. Let me do it on the other one. Can the 50% buff stack? I can't see. I don't see why not. It doesn't say like unique buff or anything like that, but I don't know how it says it right now in game. Let me go to the journal. You needed that 900 Zess? Where'd you get 900 Zess from? The biggest problem is that frost immune is like damage immune. Then dragon passive won't trigger. So no wrath counter if your units are attacked by a frost attack when you're immune. Yeah, that's true. Go back to the game. Okay. Air Baraka 200. Level pass reward. I don't see any 900 Zess. I want to go to the journal. What do I keep doing the wrong thing for? Go to airship. We get 700 Zess from the summer event. Plus the 200 makes 900. Oh, so we're gonna get 700 later today when the event starts? Oh, yes, I remember Midnight. You actually won the challenge. That's not the 700 you meant? Oh, okay, so you do get 900 because you got 200 from the first event, the Facebook event, and then you won the giveaway, so you got another 700. Dude, that is pretty sweet. Congrats on that. All right, she's legendary. Let's see how slow she is. 50 compared to like Adams, who is 90. So she's like half as fast as Adams. Her A3 is at 285, so it is a buff. She got buffed to 357, so she got a 72% buff on her A3. That's pretty big. On 142. So she got a 36% buff on her A2 and her A3. I guess these, am I saying this wrong? Is this A1 and this is A2? I always think that this is A1, but this is a passive, so it's not even attack. Or I think of her auto attack as A1, this A2, this A3. I think that's how I'm just gonna keep saying it for now. This is A3. I don't care if everybody else gets it wrong, that's what I'm doing. A3, 285 gets changed to 357. So she's getting a skill buff on both, that's good. Now we need to see what they change on her base stats for these, but, oh, there it is. No. Yeah, this is just what she gets from the Fate Core. Okay. So she's getting 103 attack. That's pretty significant. 54 defense is significant. That's actually a pretty good buff from the Fate Core. She's not getting any extra speed, but you actually want her to be slow, so that's okay. Your free Bernadette clocks and abrasives? I didn't get a free Bernadette. Oh, I did. Wow. That's hype. That's so nice. Thank you. I already have Bernadette at +5 on this account though, I think. Your burn is +4 now? Yeah, I think mine's +5 now. I've gotten her so much. Oh, I didn't get this 200 here. Okay. Yeah, free +1 for sure. Okay, let's see what else is in here. Hotter than the sun. Upcoming season 2 and renewal content. The content which I would deliver is about additional contents and updates. Can you guys see this well on stream? Let's just make it full screen. And can we zoom in even more? How readable is that to you on screen? You can't read it. The content naming in some of the systems are subject to change during the update. Okay. Renewal of the lab suite. Renewed labyrinth is including 5 groups. Each group has 5 dungeons. Okay. And you could receive additional rewards for clearing every dungeon in a group. Okay. Every dungeon consists of 25? What? Stages? So there's 25, 5, 5? 125 here. All right. Times 5, so there's 625 stages. Am I reading that right? Every dungeon now consists of 25, and rewards vary on the difficulty of the dungeon. You consume levy stones for entry, and there's no combat penalty based on conditions in camp. No combat penalty based on conditions in camp. Comp, maybe. So I'm thinking it's just saying that if you lose, you don't lose your levy stones. And there's no like restrictions on which teams you can bring in it. I'm thinking like it's not going to say you have to have 4 of this or something like that. Once cleared, dungeons can no longer be entered. Okay, that's how it was before. You can play only 1 dungeon per day. Okay, so it's at quickest you could finish it in 5 days, doing 25 stages a day. 25 enemies. Line's translation isn't really the best. Like 5 floors of 5, based on what it says, 5 per day, 25 total. I don't think that's the case. It says every dungeon consists of 25. And then there's 5 dungeons in a group. So like if we're thinking of like the last lab, you know how it's like easy, hard, blah, blah, blah. I'm thinking that it might be like the first group is like Yupir's labyrinth was, and then there's like another background for another one, and then because see it breaks it into 3 things here. It says 5 groups, each group has 5 dungeons, and each dungeon consists of 25. Whatever 25 is, I'm thinking it's saying stages, so I'm thinking this is like a traditional tower and other gacha games where they have like several hundred levels to it, and they don't expect you to get to the end level by now. Yeah, I'm thinking it's 125 levels. Every dungeon has 5, each group. So I'm thinking it's 125 stages per dungeon. And then there's 5 different types of dungeons. Wait, how many different? There's only 5 elements, right? One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so that theory, I was thinking it would be just like a dungeon or a group for each of these, but I was wrong. There's 6, so that doesn't break out right. Yupir's Labyrinth has been updated every month as a monthly content designed to challenge and enjoy the newly added PvE meta of the Exos heroes. However, the existing Yupir's labyrinth system was able to be cleared in a short period of time, contrary to the previous project's intention, and the purpose of the content was focused on obtaining goods, so I felt the need for removal. The newly renewed Yupir's labyrinth has been improved to meet set goals, partly by supplementing the system and adding growth items as rewards. So it doesn't sound like growth items, doesn't sound like Zest, guys. It doesn't sound like Zest. I'm thinking it'll be things like universes, holy waters of the universe, holy waters of water, abrasives, things like that. I'm thinking that's what it'll say. We will continue to update the Yupir's labyrinth so that it can be more diverse and interesting challenges. Yeah, they didn't say it would be Zest. It could be other things. Let me put the chat box back up here. Let me see if I can get it above. Yeah, well, just add y'all up there. Challenge to the road. Assumed name. The bosses who block the journey in the main story will once again fight you in a more powerful way. Oh, that's fun. The new content can be accomplished by a button created at the bottom right of the story screen after clearing main story 10-12. Okay, so the final of the current challenge to the road consists of 5 chapters total. Okay. Awesome. So we'll be able to fight the story bosses again, and they'll be more powerful this time, and we get additional rewards for beating them. That's a really cool added benefit. You can earn additional character-specific rewards with the star mileage collected by clearing the stage mission. Oh, it says chapter. Gosh, I got baited by my terrible reading. Chapter specific rewards. So that'll be like if you complete it all, you get an additional 400 Zest. I thought it said character specific. Like I thought they were about to give us like exclusive weapons per character. I was like, sweet. But no, they're just gonna give us some Zest and stuff. That'd be pretty cool. Director's intention. We are planning to add challenging contents to give new purpose about hero growth to users who have cleared all story dungeons. Thank you. That's super fun. I want the story to be engaging at all points in the game. That's ideal. The challenge path content is based on the combined combat power of the organized team, okay, and consists of a system that is penalized for failing to meet certain standard of combat capability. That's also good, so they're not just going to allow us to run our best team out there all the time. They're going to require us to level up things like they do in other parts of the game. Unlike previous story dungeons, we have to satisfy the combat demands of each dungeon as much as possible to make it easier to clear. Okay, so they're not just going to be like when you have to face Jin, you can't use a fire unit. They're going to require you to use fire units and dark units instead of being like, haha, good luck facing a powered up Jin without using fire units. Which I guess you could just use Ulam, but still. Hero element enhancement system. Interesting. A new enhancement system that grants additional attack elements to grown heroes. What? Strengthen the basic elements of a hero, making it easier to destroy the Guardian Stone of an enemy hero. Okay. This isn't plural. The element enhancement has a level of 90 or higher. Oh, wow. And the maximum number of element enhancement is determined by the transcendent stage of a hero with 5 enhancement steps. Oh, so they're adding even more power to transcending. So my Bernadette, if this skill is, or if this fate core is relevant, is going to be freaking ridiculous. Level 90, 5 enhancement plus 1 transcendent. Plus 1 element enhancement is available. Okay. The element enhancement success probability is varied from enhanced to enhancement stage. In the event of a failure, a certain number is revised and reflected in the next enhancement probability. So that's kind of what it's like for the each are currently existing. The probability in revised values according to the enhancement step is below. Okay. Property enhancements include gold fake core Mew, 5 colors destiny, and hero vouchers, and the cost of each step is the same. What are these two? Because it's saying you're going to need gold Mew, 5 colors destiny, and hero vouchers to enhance this, but we don't currently know if 5 colors destiny and hero vouchers are correct. I don't think it's break more stones. Maybe it is, but this isn't plural, so strengthen the basic elements of a hero. +5. It doesn't really say what it does. It just says makes it easier to destroy the guardian stone of an enemy hero. Like if Bernadette auto attacks you and it breaks 5 guardian stones, these things, 5 color destiny and hero vouchers, must be ridiculously hard to get to. The hero vouchers are from Dissemble Hero. Really? Materials and enhancement. Oh, okay, so why am I speculating? Here we go. Gold, we know that. Fate core, we know that. 5 colored fate stones. Fated weaponing awakening. What? We already get that? Obtainable from Holy Dragon Ground. So I thought, so it's just a, okay. Heroic token, the currency which is used for purchasing enhanced materials in exchange in purses and Door of Creation. Okay, so they're gonna add this to Door of Creation. Enhance hero's basic element and +5 element enhanced hero can destroy the enemy's guardian stone maximum up to 6 at a single attack if all stone elements match. Wow, so Bernadette's basic attack can break 6 stones. What? What about someone like Ulum? Do they now just like break 9 of someone? Okay, so this is specifically for the story, but I'm not really worried about the story. I'm worried about core PvP here. I'm hoping that the element enhanced system would help users to better make use of the break system. But the break system's already OP in this game. One of the core systems of Exos Heroes so that more various strategies can be applied throughout the battle. Yeah, like pay more to win PvP. Got it. Core Reverse will be applied to the Fate Core listed below. Through Core Reverse, there will be several changes in the Fate Core skill effects. You'll be able to meet course reversed Fate Cores from Recruit Fate Core Chance Up later on, okay? So they're buffing Bernadette. Skill value, the skills of the hero are being applied based on hero's ability values. The ability values that apply to the skill coefficient when operating the skill are based on 2 criteria below. Basic skill through hero growth. Okay. The value of capability that fluctuates due to buffs and debuffs and real battle time. The two criteria were measured differently and reflected in game, but the application criteria will be unified to readjust the balance and skill coefficients of the heroes. For a company that doesn't speak English well, this is a complex sentence. Okay. So it doesn't tell us what they're doing to Bernadette. It just says that they're going to change it, right? Okay. Fate Core Fusion lock system. Lock system for Fate Core's abilities will be applied. Whenever the ability has reached the highest level, you can lock the ability so that its value cannot be changed from the next Fate Core Fusion. What? To use the lock system, several Zeths will be required according to the number of abilities you want to lock. This system will be used in blue tier Fate Cores. We know you already lost stats in fusions, so we're letting you lock stats now. Interesting. But how do you know if you want to lock stats or not? Let's say your fusion gets max attack. Oh, okay, I got you. So it'll be... Gotcha. And next, okay. That's really stupid. Like, you should just grow naturally. Like, you should always know what +2 does to something. Like, it should always be at +1 fusion 5%, at +2 or +2 fusion 10%. Like, it should just... But, yeah. This game will slowly kick free to play. I think it'll just reward you for being free to play longer. Like, if you just started the game, it'll be harder to advance as free to play, but if you've played since the beginning or you play for a long period of time, you'll grow quicker and quicker and quicker, I think. Look at the chart. I don't see a chart. So A tier could drop from max in tier to lowest in tier. I don't think free to play is endangered. They're giving you so much stuff, and a lot of this, like, isn't even what free to play should be striving for. The chart was in the FC Baraka notes. Okay. Well, I've decided to go for Scarlet, so hopefully I'll get her first pool and we can save the Zest for the future summer units. Okay. Holy Dragon Grounds changed the number of battles. The number of daily Holy Dragon Grounds admittance to battle will be revised to 1. Okay. The amount of compensation will change as the number of rewards will be reduced from 3 to 1 every day. That's good. So you will get like 3 times the rewards and we don't have to sit there for an hour and a half. That's good. Fate Core theme relationships effect system. Fate Core theme will be added to the relationship effect. If you have a specific Fate Core theme, the same theme of Fate Core will have effect of increasing the additional capability. Even if you do not have a Fate Core specific theme, it can benefit from the help of your friends or Air Squadron members. Ooh. The buffs of theme effects increase the effect proportionally to the number of Fate Core collected. That's interesting. There's not enough information there for us to know what that does, but it's interesting. Polymong's gifts. If you run into someone who has a polymong in the village, a new button will pop up above the polymong. Click the button and a little gift from the polymong will be sent to your mailbox. You can get Polymong's maximum gift of up to 30 every day, and you cannot get more than one gift from the same user. What is the gift? Polymong's gifts reset every day at 2000 UTC. Note that you can get Polymong from Embodiment of Avarice weekly rank rewards. That's good, because right now there is no use for having these things or even standing in the village with these things, but now you'll like, this is a good system for one reason, okay? If you're really high in the game, like say you're someone like Invil who wins the tournament a lot, right? If you're Invil and you're standing in a village, people are gonna flock you because you have so many polymongs around you, and people will be like, where's Invil? Where's Invil? So it allows another system for people to get notoriety in the game. Really good. I like that. Season 2 will begin. And the update for the end of August. So at the end of August, we're getting chapter 11, guys. Finally, we've managed to bring some news about the season updates. Yes, finally, you're telling us about content. Thanks, guys. Prove swimsuit fake core and reward splash out. July 15th, with the start of the Summer Festa, heroes in swimsuits fake core will appear sequentially. Therefore, we have prepared a place to show off your fake core acquired from Festa. It's Summer Festa event number 3. If you prove your swimsuit fake core, various rewards splash out. Take a screenshot, share the screenshot, and we can get up to 200 Zest and 200,000 gold if 1,000 people do it. Okay. Seven-day login rewards. 200 levy stones plus 30 ultimate common abrasives. That's what we just got, right? Today's rewards. Tomorrow we'll get 200,000 gold. On Friday we'll get 300 Zest. The 18th we'll get 20 stars of faith. That's nice. 20 tones of experience. That's like the least valuable of these, I think, so far. 5 ores of mana. Really? Isn't that a really big deal? How often do we get ores of mana in this game? $200 dragon relics. Okay. That's pretty cool. Everybody gets Bernadette. We saw that already. Giving Bernadette to everybody is huge, right? So now new players in this time can start the game with Bernadette and Baraka. That's pretty huge. Huh. Okay, cool. If you like this video, feel free to hit that like button, subscribe, and maybe even hit that notification bell. Until next time, keep spreading the good vibes.